It's on now.
Hi, my name is Kelly. I've been working with Opportunity Construction since May, and at first it was different. It was hard. I never did this type of work before.
Yeah.
And you have to have confidence. You have to be strong in your ways, because people will try to brush over you to get to work and everything. So it's adjustment. It takes a while, but I loved it. I can't wait to go start working again. I was going through CareerLink for 2 years before this opportunity presented itself to me. And at first, she said I needed my license, and I was crushed because with me having felonies and the amount of money I would be making, I was just so excited. And then she called back and said, you don't need your license. So then my journey started, and it started out slow, but as long as I put in the work, I got the work back. And having 2 wages is a blessing. It's a blessing when you're off work. It's a security, especially if you have kids, if you're a single mom. You will work a lot, and you'll be happy.
That? Single mom, is that you?
Yeah, I'm a single mom with 3 kids and a grandson. And with this job, I was able to do things with them, take them places, provide for them, provide for myself. It's been a nice journey, and I can't wait for it to continue.
So let's talk about, Kelly, I know, I shared with you guys from the very beginning, how important it is that we're trailblazers, and open the door for somebody else. If you were talking to somebody out there that was considering, giving up because they can't find a job that pays better than, minimum wage, or, they've been in trouble. You mentioned felonies. Right. They might have been in trouble with the law in the past, and doors keep getting closed on them.
Yeah.
And as far as like OJT program, because you went through what they call on-the-job training program, yep. And it was set up through the CareerLink.
Right.
If it was somebody else where you were about a year ago or longer, and you wanted to speak to that person and tell them, not to give up, because there are, God can make a way, and yes. there are chances that people will take with you,
yes.
if you just keep putting one foot in front of the other and just keep really yes. pressing as opposed to giving up. What would you say to that person?
I would tell them that, one, to have faith, believe in themselves, and no matter what, just keep going, and as long as you have the faith as small as a mustard seed, God will provide a way, and it gets easier as you go. It might seem like, I understand if it feels like the world's on your shoulders and the burdens just are so heavy that, cause there was plenty of nights I cried myself to sleep, not knowing if I could pay my rent, and I was in a situation where I almost could have lost my house or my apartment, but the 2 days before, a whole miracle happened, and then work started coming, and the paycheck started coming in, and it just got easier and easier, and now I can't wait to start working again. I don't want it to be winter. I want to work.
Good. Let me ask you about this. What about the training? Did you learn anything? I mean, being out on that highway, you mentioned it was kind of tough. Because talk about that, because it is hard work.
It's
talk
rough.
About the talk about getting used to people's behaviors, but then on the other side of it, you came through it. Talk about what you learned through the program.
I learned to be a better driver. That's for one, because people don't pay attention. True. And they're texting, and they don't want to wait. They get impatient. You'll be called every name in the book. Some will speak, some will even give you a piece of candy or a bottle of water on a hot day, and some will try to knock you over, and you just you just got to be strong in your way and confident. And the training was nice because people will take their time, and they will go over what you need to do or what you need to do better, and it's not that they're criticizing your work. They just want you to be better and do better, because it's all about safety. And the construction workers are out on the main street, and they're depending on us, and we can't have collisions and all that, and so it's a lot, but the training will help you. Everybody will you're not gonna mix well with everybody, and nobody mixes well with everybody in life.
That's right.
And it's just like this at work. But as long as you are being professional on the walkie-talkie and while you're out on the street, because you're going to be in the middle of the street sometimes, but you still got to maintain professionalism no matter what people say. If they beep, if they cuss you out, if they call you every name in the book, you can't take it personal, because they don't know you. They just want to go, and you're stopping them.
Have you noticed anything out as far as outside of traffic control, but when you're looking at highway construction, is this been able to open your eyes to that whole industry?
Oh yes, very, very much so. I didn't know anything about construction or what they did on the road, and I didn't know any of that. And I learned a lot. I learned a lot about, like, the temperatures on the pavement have to be a certain degree. Even the temperature you work in has to be a certain degree when it gets cold out.
That's good.
Like patchwork, there's, like, I never even knew there was so much, like, so much stuff inside the road, underneath the blacktop. And I seen a lot. I learned a lot. And I liked it. I really liked it.
You think you can see yourself doing something else, some of those other jobs?
I like seeing the women. Yeah, I like seeing the women dump truck drivers and the women that work construction workers. It's empowering, especially for us women, because that's a man's job, quote unquote.
Good.
But it just goes to show that women can do it as well. And it's a lot of opportunities in that field.
Good. I like to hear it. You want to give anybody a shout out? You know, it's Christmas time. You want to say?
I guess to all my coworkers, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, whatever you celebrate, and I hope to see you next year.
Real good. Thanks, Kelly.
Yep. That's my son.